Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Tory Lanez, man. Oh, no, man. It looks like Tory Lanez done got arrested, man. Locked up, handcuffed, and all that, man. And he's trying to put together some money for a bond, I believe, right? Now, this is a wild story. And it really piggybacks off the last story we talked about Tory Lanez about, man. Now, the last time we talked about Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, and we even were talking about DJ Akademiks in there, you know what I'm saying? He came with some official news, man. Some facts about the case, and it was made a whole big, outrage on social media, man. There was a lot of back and forth. There was Tory Lanez putting some tweets out there where he was speaking about the situation when he was, I guess he was told not to talk about it in any capacity, and that's what led to him being arrested today, man. This is crazy, man. Now, what I'm going to be doing is referencing this story from TMZ where they break down the whole ordeal, but this is wild to say the least because I don't know, man. Y'all tell me y'all opinion on it. But before we get to all that, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this Tory Lanez story. Man, this is wild, man. Now, there was just a story before we get to this. Wasn't there just a story about him foreclosing on a crib or something like that? I'm talking about, man, let's get going, man. Let's get going. Now, the headline of this story from TMZ says this. Tory Lanez handcuffed in court for violating order in Megan Thee Stallion case. Now, for those of you who don't know, man, look it up. You know what happened allegedly between Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, or we don't know. Actually, let's be for real. We don't know. We just, are believing what Meg says at this time because, that's what we're supposed to do. But, man, it's been a lot of back and forth on social media, and I am in no way victim shaming or victim blaming Meg Thee Stallion, or anybody in the case. And I'm not dissing Tory either. Don't get that twisted, right? I'm trying to stay down the middle and just watch this thing play out. And it would be a lot easier if things wouldn't just keep getting convoluted with all this other stuff. But, man, now with that being said, the story starts off by saying this. It says, Tory Lanez was handcuffed in court and had his bail increased after a judge ruled he violated the protective order in his case with Megan Thee Stallion for talking about her on social media. Now, stop right there. Now, I know during that whole thing with the weapon and the DNA and all that, Tory Lanez was talking. He stuck his chest out there like, yeah, man. Like, like something was proven. He felt like he had the ability to speak on something. Even though he was previously told not to, contact Megan Thee Stallion, not to be within the vicinity of Megan Thee Stallion, it seemed like on Twitter he thought that was a safe space to at least express his opinion about how he felt about what went down. And I'm wondering if he ran this by a lawyer or anybody before he got on social media, or did he just tweet this out willy-nilly, man, and now that it cost him, you know what I mean? Because that's a lot of money. I don't know what in California the percentages you have to pay. In most states it's like 10%, so that's $35,000 just to get up out of jail, you know what I'm saying? And I think he's already had to pay bond in a couple of other cases or a couple of other situations. Now, the story also says the Canadian rapper had a hearing Tuesday in LA where he was remanded into custody of the sheriff's department. And the judge set the bail at $350,000. Man, that's a lot of money. Prosecutors had requested he be held without bail or at least set it to $5 million. Okay, they trying to break his bank. For some tweets? I mean, let me get right. Now, if you're told not to do something and you do it anyway, you risk you get what you paid for in that situation, right? But man, $5 million? Okay, let's continue. Now, it also says, we're told he's in the process of posting the $350,000 bond, man. Now, this is weird, man. So they posted the tweet, and I have it right here as well in this story. The one where he talked about Good D had me messing with two best friends, and I got caught with his hand over the face emoji. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it, though. Now, to be real, this was a response to somebody saying something to him. You know what I mean? From somebody posting some messages that he had allegedly sent on social media. So I'm not taking Tory Lanez's side or nothing like that, man. Please don't paint me as that, man. I'm just saying that this is wild because this is a response. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, man. And maybe that's where you went wrong. Like when you're told not to communicate with somebody, don't do it. Let me get right. Don't do it. If you were told not to communicate with somebody, if you told anything like that. And anything that'll sacrifice your freedom, stay away from it, man. Just stay away from crime, man. Stay away from crime. That's what I'll say. Now, the judge said Tory's tweet where he directly addressed Meg as you was a violation of a protective order. He's not supposed to contact or mention her at all. Tory fired off that tweet back in February when he said, "Good D had me 2 best friends and I got caught. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it though." So they just repeated what the tweet said, right? Now, prosecutors also voiced concern about a tweet from DJ Akademiks from February, which read, "Breaking. It was revealed in court a few moments ago that Tory Lanez DNA was not found on the weapon in the Megan Thee Stallion case." And they have that tweet posted right here. They said the prosecution believes that info was given to ACT from Tory's team. However, Tory's attorney, Sean Hawley, said that wasn't possible because DJ Akademiks' initial tweet was wrong. Tory's DNA wasn't on the magazine, and a sample from the gun was inconclusive. Now, that goes to show that, I'm not sure what they're trying to say there. I think they're trying to say that, DJ Akademiks' tweet had nothing to do with their legal team. Like, they're not sharing information with him or anything like that. And he has his own sources or whatever he does. You know what I'm saying? No diss to him, man. I like DJ Akademiks' content, right? Now, it also says about 15 minutes after posting his initial tweet, ACT posted a new one which reflected the inconclusive finding. And after that post, that's when there were all the back and forth, right? So it looks like that back and forth on Twitter cost Tory Lanez a lot of money, man. And we still ain't nowhere in the trial yet, I think, right? I think they moved the trial date, so we'll see when that comes up. I think maybe it got moved to this month. I'll check my sources later or whatever, man, or go back and read the story about that. But it looks like for Tory, man, it's been a lot of bumpy roads, man. This is crazy, dog. Like, with the whole foreclosure thing, that was a big thing that happened a few weeks ago people were talking about. Now, I don't know how that's going to be handled. And, a lot of people were going more in depth about that situation who have, expertise in real estate, who really understand real estate and the Florida market. And some of them spun it like it wasn't that bad of a loss or what would happen in that situation. So I don't know. But with this situation, with him getting locked up again, putting in them handcuffs, and this is the second time because of the Rolling Loud situation. Remember, him performing at Rolling Loud also I think he had got locked up or something like that. Don't hold me to that, but I think his bond got increased or something like that. I don't know if he went to jail. But, man, it seems like situation after situation, and we still ain't got nowhere in the case yet. But obviously, we'll get there eventually, man. But what do y'all think about this, man? What do you think about the fact that Tory Lanez got locked up for those tweets? I mean, he got locked up by the LA County Sheriffs, and he was put in handcuffs. And, they're also probing into, the information that was out there or whatever, man. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think this is wild, or do you think, hey, man, if you're told not to communicate, you got to just draw that line and maybe just be quiet? You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, you just got to hold it down. You know what I mean? No matter how you feel. Now, with that, this being your boy, Big Man, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.